Alright, so I'm getting corny here. Just wanted to show effects. Alright. Alright, let's close this up. Just want to have some fun, man. I don't know how I got here, but I got 100 subscribers now. I only had like 10 of you guys. I only had like 10 subscribers. I only had like 10 guys that watch my blogs here. But I got 100 now. Wow, thanks guys. I didn't even think that I would get to 100 or even 50. I only wanted to start posting this stuff only because I love comic books. And I just wanted to release some of. I got a little bit of knowledge. I'm not as knowledgeable as some of the guys that are out here. I mean, I'm no guru, that's for sure. But I do love comics, and I like talking about comics, and I don't like it when people get ripped off. First off, this is gonna be some magazines that I'm gonna be sending out. It's Frank Frazetta magazines here. I love Frank Frazetta, and this is the reason why. This is called the Sea Witch. This is what he called this, and he's got a big poster for it too, and I'm getting that poster, and I'm gonna frame it somewhere. This is one of my favorite covers from him. This is actually my favorite cover from Frank Frazetta. These books are from, these are magazines from the 60s. I believe this one's from 1965. This one is from 67. This is called The Wolfman. Look how realistic that thing looks, man. And this is vintage 60s too, back when they used to have Dracula versus the werewolf, or Dracula versus Frankenstein. So back from the creepy magazine. This is the old horror magazines from the 60s. Horror was so big back in the starting even from the golden age of comics into the silver age, with just where we're at here. And I have more of the Eries, and then this one right here. Look at that! Imagine that staring you in the face. Anyway, those are magazines I'm going to be sending out. You know, these right here, they're not expensive at all. You could still get them on eBay, probably for $50. You know, so I see them go for less. Actually, I finally decided to go and get these, go and get them slabbed, because I love them, and I think I'm getting ready to let some of these go. I am gonna keep the best graded one though for myself, one of each of the two. My second favorite cover, this is actually my third favorite cover from Frank Frazetta, and I have a few of those. My second favorite cover from him, though, is one that's almost unreachable to me now, but I am going to get it. Vampirella #1. These are from Warren Publications, and so was Vampirella #1. That is one classic cover that I want to have in my collection, and will have in my collection. And I'll post a video when I get it. That's going to be one of my wants for, hopefully, for this year. All right, I want to talk about this now. This is a facsimile of the New Mutants, 98. See how that says $3.99? That's a facsimile. But for some reason, people tend to think that this is a newsstand. And how do I know this? This is a completed sale on eBay. On May 3rd, $163 they paid for this. Now this is what the heading says on it. New Mutants 98, Deadpool Domino, right? Nothing in there that says it's a facsimile. Now the seller, I went to the description, and the seller does say in the description that it's a facsimile, that it's a reprint. He does state it. So even though he doesn't put it in the heading, right, in the title, he still denotes it in the description. It's up to the buyer to do his homework. This guy is going to keep selling these as long as people keep buying them. Now that's one sale. Here's another one. 150, 250. These are completed sales for facsimiles. Okay? This one's going to blow you out of your mind right here. Look at this. $305. 31 bids. That's going to be at least probably 20 people bidding. And same heading, right? I mean, it's crazy. Like, why would you bid that? Even for a near mint copy, like raw copy for first print, shouldn't go for that. Now, I'll show you what happens when you put facsimile on the title. Now, this is when you put facsimile on the title. See what happens? It's facsimile, $3.99. $9 facsimile. $4.99. $4.49. That's what happens when you put facsimile. $2.50. $3.99. $3.99. Look at that. That is a 9.8 facsimile reprint. A 9.8 sold for best offer, less than $60 for a facsimile. Yet someone is willing to pay $305 for a raw. Does that make any sense? All right, so this is the reason why I wanted to start doing YouTube in the first place, okay? I used to see things like this before, and it used to make me so angry. Now, I did see a couple of channels talk about this before. But I don't know. I just wanted to put it out there. Put it out there for you guys, man. Facsimile, there's a bunch of facsimiles out there that actually look like the real deal. But you have to do your homework when you start buying stuff, and you're wasting money. These guys, I mean, you got multiple bidders out there. Okay, so I got 100 subscribers. It's crazy. I'm gonna do a little giveaway. These are 2 books I'm gonna give away. I still gotta find out how I'm gonna do this. Okay. Back in 2004, I used to go to conventions back in the day. I haven't gone to conventions much in the past few years. I haven't been to any conventions in the past 10 years. But in 2004 was the last convention that I went to. It was Wizard World, Texas. I'm going to start going to conventions, though. And I got these 2 books, and these are great looking books. They're still in near mint. This is the first appearance of the Gorgon, one of my favorite villains from Wolverine. And this you can only get in Wizard World, Texas. John Romita Jr. Drew it. Mark Millar is the artist. And, sorry guys, so hard to hold the phone and do this, but I wanted to show you the first appearance of the Gorgon. And this is an Asian character that I hope to see in the movies one day, because that guy is bad. It's a bad dude. It's a bad dude. Especially, I hope somebody starts writing him. You know, like a Tinian getting a hold of this dude. That'd be great. But anyway, this is the Gorgon. These books aren't really going for much. This is Hunter Killer Zero, and this is Mark Silvestri. It's also Wade that did the story, you know, both Marks. But look at how great the artwork is from Silvestri. And Silvestri's, he really was great. Let me see. I don't want to damage the book. Look at that. Look at that art, man. It's freaking great. But anyway, I'm going to throw these in on a giveaway. And I'll throw in a couple books. I just got to figure out what it is that I'm going to send. These ain't much, by the way, guys. It's not like they're... these don't go for much. These are going to be exactly what my channel is. Spec. This is going to be like a spec lot. It's 100 subscribers. It's a little thank you for somebody. Right? I'll figure out a way to give it out. To give it to a true listener, you know. But and then I'll throw a couple other books in there. But it's just a thank you from me. Just thank you for listening to me, you know. Anyway, don't do these mistakes. I hope I didn't show the seller here, because the seller does say, like, if you go on the bottom, right? You go on the bottom of this thing, he does put down, where did I see it? Sold out, facsimile edition, $3.95 price, $3.9, you know. But he does put down it's a facsimile. So you can't really kill the seller for it, right? You can't really do that, even though he's being disingenuous, but not putting it into the into the title. But it is what it is. All right, guys, be careful out there. Know what you're doing, please. Know what you're doing.